Friends, I hope all of you are good and doing great. So, as you know, my name is Mayank, and today we are going to talk about our one of my previous project, which I have done for the as part of exercise of connecting bots or trying a bot for Telegram and WhatsApp. So, this is one for the WhatsApp. Earlier, I have used OpenAI for this project, but now I have changed this. Instead of OpenAI, I have changed to this project to open source LLMs. I'm using AnyScale here and llama 3. So in addition to this, I have also done some uh, part of part of changes and blogs as well. I have wrote a blog as well, step by step, in which you can get a step by step read, step by steps how you have to do that, set up your WhatsApp using GenAI. So this is the architecture. Is basically a user will send an WhatsApp message, and WhatsApp will send the message to Ngrok, and Ngrok will come. Ngrok is a web server which each connect the services Twilio, and Twilio will talk to your Python code in Visual Studio, and there its Python code will talk to your request with get the response for your request from the open AI or AnyScale. So this is how is basically. So as I told, we need AnyScale. So AnyScale provides these many models, open source model. We can use it. So whichever we need, we can basically we can see that we can use llama 3. All these models can be used. Gamma model, Code Llama, and Mistral and Mixtral, as well as Neural Hermes. So these models can be used, and how you can use, and there is no much change actually in the code, but yeah, it can be used. So let me also go through this. Okay, and I come back to here. We need Twilio. Twilio is basically you can create a Twilio account. Okay, in for uh, AnyScale you will get a $50. If I'll go account setting, okay, no, and this is not account setting. Maintain this organization setting. Okay, so usage. So you will get a $50 coupon when you will start uh, when you will create an account. So it's a $50 account. I think it's well enough for 3 months, even if it means you want to use it. And also you can create your API keys and use it for your research and work. So this is one Twilio is required, and basically in Twilio you will have to create an account. So once account you will create, this is it will look like this. Then you have to go to messaging, and then go to tryout, then go to WhatsApp, sending WhatsApp messages. So in this you will get a $15 account coupon or code or money, or so that you can use it for as long as that $15 will not exhausted. Otherwise you have to use it for upgrade it, and you can have to use it for premium account. So once your account will create, and you will have to use it WhatsApp. So for WhatsApp, you have to scan this QR code, or this click on this, and it will basically SID will be copied, and it will open your WhatsApp, and then you can use it. So other thing is you will have to use this code, and this thing will come up. So these things will be there. I can show it here as well. So it's easy. I have already like In as AnyScale, you will get, there is no need of any mobile or credit card verification, only email is required. And you will get this models. You can use your API keys. In your Twilio, you can get these values like SID and all. You will get these values. In this, you will get either you have to scan a QR code or click on this and then click on the SID. It will open a WhatsApp, and then you can open WhatsApp, and then you can communicate, checking the communicate. Then you have to click on this SID thing. Later I'll come to this. In Ngrok, when you go to the Ngrok, you have to install Ngrok. It's based on your system. You can install it for Mac. Agent is required to install. It's a web server, and Windows, Mac, or Docker, Linux, on a Linux system, or using a Python language. You can also do that as a SDK. So this is, I am using a Mac, so I have taken this. And after that, you also have to unzip it and then install it. Or if you are using Homebrew, you have to, you can also use this. And then you have to configure your authentication token. So once that is done, you have to call this. So in this to start the server, ngrok http/http/localhost 5 8080. But in our case, we will not use this now, but we will use 5000. So until deploy your app online, except everything is fine for now. And then in your environment, you have to create an environment, a conda environment, and then you have to activate other files like requirement.txt. In the requirement.txt file, these are only 4 files are required, and you can install those dependencies by using pip install -r requirement.txt. And then auth token, you either you have to add a auth token in there, or now it's a time that you can define the auth token. So if you not have done this so far, but this is the time. There is another file for env file, for where you will specify your uh, API, AnyScale API URL, base URL, API key, Twilio account, auth token, and SID. So these things, if you remember, we have discussed. This is account SID and auth token. You will get this as soon as you will open and create the account. I hope you understand well. Then we need, okay, this is done. Okay, this is done. Oh, so far there. And then you have to create an app.py file. uh, it's up to you how you want to do the coding, but yeah, it's in my case, I have done imported all these libraries like OpenAI, because there is no special exposed API is there for for AnyScale, so I'm using these still OpenAI. The only thing is I'll specify my AnyScale API and then endpoint. I'll also, since this application is a Flask application, so I have to load that environment and I have to create a Flask application. So, and then I am using this for, I have to load those all secrets which I've configured in my env file. I specify here. Then I have to connect to OpenAPI key, OpenAI key, so base URL and AnyScale API, which I have, which I got this from here in above. So this is that, and now it's time to handling a message. So in this thing, I am keeping the history of 10 messages, past 10 messages, and then as soon as you will enter on 11th message, that uh, 11th message will be the first message, or basically it's a stack. So the first in, last, uh, so it's basically a LIFO, a last in first out. So whatever is So it's a kind of a that you will enter a first message, second message, third message, and then until 10 message. 10 message is all okay. Now you will enter the 11th message, then the first message will be pop out. Okay, so this will how it will work. And this will give you a simple plain text message. So we are saying that uh, as a system as content, you are a helpful assistant as a role, and user is content. You will give a content on this. User will give a content, and then it's a prompt. So so it will also concatenate your previous 10 messages if it is related. The other thing is, if you want to restart, suppose you the hallucination is happening, and then you are getting an unexpected outputs, so you then you can use a restart. So it means whatever it's there in the previous messages, it will be wiped out and you will not get anything. So this is one way of keeping a memory. But if you really want to keep that memory in a good way, then you have to use LangChain memories, or chainlet. So that way it would be fine. Otherwise you can do that. So it's a small project, we can do that, but there is an option. And also you can, it's up to you, you want to uh, create a RAG, or you want to use any another fine-tuned model or open source model. You can get that model and you can fine tune and you can use it. That also is possible. But since it's this in this project, I just want to ensure that whatsapp chatbot is whatsapp chatbot is integrated with GenAI. That's what I am trying to do. So at the end, this is basically code. And once everything is done, you have to start this application app.py. This should be app.py. Let me correct. I'll correct this one, and also I'll add this YouTube URL as well. And yeah, and then you have to Ngrok 500. This will start the server. So once you will start the server, you will get this kind of a URL page. So as soon as everything will be okay, means you are sending out messages from WhatsApp, and then you're getting a message to back to first. The message will go, you will get a you can see that you are getting it here correctly. Then it will go to your Twilio, and Twilio will call that, and you will get that response from so one more thing with the message, whatever is coming in the forwarding, this text until http till app, you will have to copy, and you have to enter here in the sandbox settings for to make it work. Okay. And in the chatbot, you can ask anything, initiate chat accounts, and basically conversation. So conversation is look like this. There's one more thing. Suppose you are working on a permanent production server, and you cannot keep it watching that Python code and is working, and then when the time comes, means when you go leave it, it will sleep down or the code will stop. So it should be run in the background, right? So you can use this code app no hub Python app.py or no hub Ngrok HTTP 500. So this way you will get your code will running. But another thing will come up now, then how you have to stop. So to stop it or kill it, you have to use this kind of a command. For this specifically, means if the port is different, you can also use it for other purpose, or either use this or this one, Python grab this python.py. So these two commands, you can enter either of these commands, and then you will find the PID, and then you have to kill that. So this is how I have also mentioned my GitHub link, my LinkedIn, and my Hugging Face pages or main profile page here. So I hope you got that and how it works. Let me also demonstrate. Let me go back. So as I told in that application, so everything is fine now. App.py is there, everything is fine. This application, the code is same to same, nothing, no change. It's same, it's working code. uh, so code wise is I have also committed all the files here, so you can also get the, I have also done the code changes related diagrams also updated here, so you can find it out in my GitHub, all this in this. Now what I'll do, I'll so this is how I have to test. So let me stop this Ngrok first. So Ngrok is stopped. So now once I have restored my Ngrok, again if I'll start, so this will be stop. So now I am getting a new link over here. Let me get this new link here. So I'll have to copy this link and I have to go to my Ngrok and sorry, in my Twilio, and in my Twilio I'll have to specify this new URL. SMS will be /SMS will be as it is and then save. So my server is registered. Now if I want to start it from scratch, we actually I want to clear my Twilio's history so that everything is fine. I have started my server. Twilio is also running. Let me close this one. Let me only keep that app.py. In fact, that is also not required now. So this is the only the another change I have done because I'm using it in my local. I have also changed it to Ollama. So for Ollama, if I don't want, if I can, there is no need for me to any specify any key. Only base URL is required, which is the Ollama server. So I have commented out this code as well. So this is when you have to use for AP, OpenAI. OpenAI API key code, and then if you want to use for AnyScale, if I want to use Grok, then there would be some other changes I was expected. I was expecting the more changes. That's why I have not done that. Otherwise, I could do that as well. So in future, might be I'll also do that. So Ollama code changes. Ollama code. So in the Ollama also you have to just specify your server name and API key. So it will work in local. So that I have done a small change here. So it is calling this, and I'm using llama3 in this. So this is all. So now it's working now, but I have to specify first thing that let me start this server for Python side. Python app.py. So now my server is running in Python. Ngrok is also running. Nothing is I have to call that link which is over here, or basically call this. I already have this link. This will open this. I just type this one. So I'll get this first response. So my everything is setup is done. This is the first thing you have to do when you will do a first time. I have done in front of you, but I don't need to do that because it's already done for me. Now if I'll have to ask any question, it will start giving. So I say first hi. uh, Only say hi. Let's see how it responds. If it responds, basically it will go to the local Ollama and it will get the response. Yeah, it is coming with the response. I'm glad we have this system in place. To confirm, you would like to recall your previous message, these messages, so this is asking for all these things. How can I assist you? Okay, now if I have to ask some question, who won Mahabharat? It's an Indian mythological a novel, or I can say mythological book, which is very popular in for Hindus. I am I don't feel that any other question, so I just put this one. So it's an arbitrary question. This is how it comes the answer. And uh, how far moon? How far is moon from Earth? So it will give the complete calculation, I believe. Yeah, so it's giving me a complete uh, calculation. So this is how the code is working. I hope you like this video, and I'll commit if there is anything other changes. I'll also correct my blog. Please share and like it. If you like the video, please share it, like it, press the bell icon for more video like this. Thank you very much.